The thing is, which is for today's session, add, subtract, multiple, and divide. You can done by you. Simple thing here. Okay. So same thing. If you want to add new column, say all the thing I elaborate. The new column, previous value, then manipulated and created new value. As I do here, insert the values. If you see over here, insert the value after manipulating the existing one. Okay, so any operation you can perform over here, plus, minus, negative, or using the add, mul, sub, this kind of function, you put it over there and you can generate the new value. Okay, so this thing up to your side. Perform this function, a small function, adds for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and creating a new value. I told you in the last class how to create a new column at the end, how to create a new column at the desired location. And if you want to put uniform value, so you can put it. Okay. Now today's session, good thing is value count. What is that? Dot head. Student keep joining. I announced. All right. All right. So if you want to count any value over here, see three functions are there. The first function value count. Okay, nba dot head, where this function very useful. The value count function very useful. Okay, so if you want to count any value in a particular column, just like any categorical data, just like we have a team and we have to count how many team is repeated how many times, which team repeated how many times. So I will use the value count. Check this one. Okay, so what I'm trying to do, d nba, the data frame dot team, either you take this approach or the square bracket approach, dot a value count. Okay, when you do this thing, so very good thing you appear over here, means the team with the highest frequency in a particular column, new or listen pelicans, 19 times repeat, this one 18 times repeat. Similarly, if you want to see the position, which position is highly repeated, again you can do this thing. What you do, nba dot position dot value count. Value calls. So how many time positions get repeated, you can find over here. When we talk about the value count, we have two more function, very good function. The first function is unique, df dot, how many unique value are there in particular data set. Okay, so same thing I am getting, the value count give me the frequency of particular data, but this function give me the value which are unique, non-repeated value. See, we have unique these value, and if you have to count these value, so we have to put the same function but put n before this, means n unique, number of unique thing. So you can find we have five unique positions of a team, inside a team. So how many teams are there, how many these teams are there? If you want to see unique and n unique, so what do? We just take, see this thing, very important thing. When we do data pre-processing, these steps are play important role. We take unique, how many unique team are there? Okay, these are the unique team, but how these team are, what is the count of these teams? So I just take, put over there, this will tell me how many these team are, but just we have to put n unique means number of unique. Okay, so these are 30 teams which are uniquely present non-repeatedly. All right, so keep in mind when you have a value count, so you have to also check the unique and n unique. All right, okay, so same thing, this function can be fired with the head function. You need five top five the repeated value, you need top five the repeated value. Yes, please. Mm-hmm.
yesterday's link of Google Drive.
Dear, I think I lost this link.
Okay.
Let me check. Let me check. I put this link somewhere. Uh, somewhere on. Yes. No. 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 Please keep in yourself in this session. At the end of session, I will manually share you. Okay. Please stay over here.
Yeah, someone is sending. Someone is sending. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Someone is
Thank you.
sending. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much. That's good. My team is intelligent. Okay. No problem. Okay, so by this way, if you want to see the top five rows, top five columns which have the highly repeated values, so I just take the value count rather than taking the 90s values, the top five I will check with the help of head. Okay, these are the type five team which are repeated very much. So the highest repeating team, highest frequent team, New Orleans Pelicans. All right, now very good question. Drop NA. How to drop the row? Why people joining the lead? Actually, I announced the last class. We have today class on 8 p.m. Okay, one more announcement. I am just announcing one more time. From Monday onwards, all the classes 8 p.m. onwards. 8 बजे से सारी क्लासेस शुरुआत होंगी मंडे के बाद से, मंडे से, ठीक है ना, ध्यान रखिएगा। सब लोग टाइम से आ जाइएगा, मैं 8 बजे शुरुआत कर दूंगा क्लास की, ठीक है। ऑलराइट। Okay, drop NA, very important thing. Okay, so first of all, what is null value? We have to check this one. How it looks like null value? NBA dot head. सबसे पहले तो ये देखना है कि null value दिखते कैसे हैं. Alright, so you please attention over here that anything which are not, which are presented by NaN is null value. When you open the CSV file, there is a blank space, nothing is written over there. This is null value. So how we handle this? So first of all, it says drop the things, drop entire things. So before dropping anything, we have to check the shape. Okay, so NBA dot shape, because we should know how many rows it dropped. Okay, so 457 over there. So I just do what I do. I just store temp one equal to NBA dot drop NA, means all those rows which contain the null drop and store inside a temp one, which my temporary data frame. Okay, when we have temp one, why I not put over here, why I not put drop the original data frame? Okay, keep in mind, if you want altering the data set, so make it copy and then do it. Okay, otherwise each time you disturb the original data frame, sometime what you demanded, what you required, it may be lost. So always keep this copy. So I make this copy and don't alter the original one. So what it do, it just remove the null rows from the original one and put inside this one. Check this one, temp one dot head. Again I am displaying the first 10 row. Okay, check this one, the third row, first second row, fourth fifth row. So when the row is gone, so index will disappear. 0 1 2 disappear, after 3 4 5 disappear, means that row is removed. If the row is going to be removed, the index is also going to be removed. Check this one, there is no 2 over here, no 4 5 over here. Okay, so what happened, by this way you can drop the thing. Okay, the second thing, if you want to drop the value with a specific column, see, you don't going to drop the all the values. Let's suppose I have to drop the values only the college column, not salary column. So what I do, I take one more parameter subset inside the drop NA function. Then what I do, I just take different column name and just submit it. Okay, temp2 equal to, I'm just creating one more thing, df dot drop NA. Then what I do, I take the subset equal to how many column, 2 3 4 5, create list over here, for example, I am just taking only one column because most probably I have a two column which contain the null value salary. Okay, check this one. I have only two column which contain the null value. How I came to know? The question is how I came to know that in NBA data set I have only two column. Okay, how I know? What I do? Someone is knocking my door. Okay, so what I do over here, I just take NBA dot is null. What it do? It will give you the true false statement. Wherever the data is null, it will give you true. Check this one. Okay, but it is not easy to capture each entry. So what I do, I just put the sum. Okay, so in a particular column you find the figure which are the null. So the college column contain the 84 null values and the salary 11. So manually, if you want to drop particular column value, so you have to follow this syntax. Means drop any, then take subset. After taking subset, then what happen? You just go for the column name. Okay, so only the salary column. What happened? CLR by.
Sir, instead of DF, you have to write NBA, sir.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you so much. I have to put NBA. Actually, lot of data frame over here. NBA. Alright. So only salary column get removed. Only 11 values which are inside this removed and located inside temp 2. So if I am attempting to check the temp 2 dot head and checking the 10 rows, so you can find over here salary second row is removed while the fourth fifth row remaining there because it is belong to college column. Now again check this one. Again check which one, this figure. mm, temp 2, temp 2, because temp 2 contain null, is null dot sum. Then what happened? You can find over here salaries null value removed, only 11 rows are removed, and whatever you contain in a college. Okay, why it shows 84, and beside this we don't remove the college, it is shows 82 because two rows common remove which contain the null value in salary as well as the column. That's why college entry is also cutting down. Keep in mind there is a possibility that entire row contain the null value. So in that case, the row belong to that column will be removed. All right. Okay. Now someone is there. All right. Okay. Fill array. If you have any values you don't want to remove, so you can fill that value. Okay. How we fill that value? Check this one. What I do, I take temp 4. What I have, temp 2 or temp 3? Okay, temp 3. Temp 3 equal to NBA dot fill NA.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, I got confused.
hmm
So, like, we are deleting the rows or the columns, sir.
we are we are deleting the rows, not column. The rows belong to particular column. You are deleting with you are confused with this one. What happening here? Is it?
Yes, sir.
What we do, see, we have multiple column contain the null values, so we have to deciding which column null row will be removed. So I decide the salary column, only salary column null row will be removed. So you can see there is no NaN, but there is a NaN with the college. Okay, sometimes there is a situation we have to decide not delete to all null values, we have to remove the null values with a specific column. So in that case this subset attribute is a helpful. All right.
सर बट इज इट feasible कि हम सर एंटायर रो डिलीट करें बिकॉज हमारा और भी डेटा सर डिलीट हो जाएगा मे बी पॉसिबल वी आर लूजिंग सम इम्पोर्टेंट इन्फो.
Definitely, maybe strongly possibility. Yeah? That's why we have the fill NA. Deletion is not recommended until unless you lose the information. Okay, so you can fill, you can replace. This is known as data imputation. And I will cover this thing in data pre-processing technique. Imputation means you are replacing data with some finite value, just like the numeric column is there. So numeric column can be replaced with the mean value of that numeric column. All right, so that is known as data imputation. All right, so here I am not recommended that you delete, you can replace this one, just like the college column have null. So rather than null value, you can replace a no college. That's it. So the data is replaced over here. But if you want to fill the value, the blank value with any values, so you can take no values. Okay. When you do this thing, so wherever the null values are there, replace with the no values. Okay. Let's see. Tam 3 dot head. Okay. When you gone through this thing, check this one. This is a common tactic. You can replace this value with a no value. The thing is going to be replaced. Okay. One more thing. Why I am creating the each copy? Because I don't want to alter my things. And if you want to alter your things, the thing is not alterated until we have some technique. Just like if you do directly, if you do directly NBA dot drop NA, check this one. Very good things are there. NBA dot drop NA. All right, so what it will show you, the data is deleted. I'm not creating any copy, I'm not storing inside this one. Check this one. But what if we check the NBA, the data are again show to, data again shown to null. So why it is not deleted? Beside this, found over here, I put over here the drop any function. Okay, so now if you want to reflect your changes in original data frame, if you want to change, want to see your reflection in original data frame, so you have to use one attribute. What attribute you have to take in over here? That is in place equal to true. Every action you put in place equal to true, so this will change your original data frame. You need not to create any copy. For example, same thing which I show you just now, nba dot drop na, you get see the data is removed. But when you access the nba once again, so it shows you null value, it shows you null value. So what happened if you want to reflect the thing, if you don't want to create a copy, just like a temp 1 temp 2 temp 3 like me, and you want to see that data is reflected, what you do, data is reflected. So what you do, you have to put the in place equal to true, in place equal to true. When you fire this thing, okay, nothing is shown, and then you check the nba, then it shows to you the reflected change. Okay, this is completely obeying the concept of a structured query language. Okay, original table not modify, and if you modify, so you have to keep this thing over here. I just put the note, put in place equal to true. If you want to see changes in original data frame. All right, keep this in mind. All right, now in that sequence, drop na, fill na. Now fill na, you must try. If you want to fill a specific column, check this one. Take data frame, that column name, use fill any function, then value. Just like I remove the drop any with a particular column, same thing you can put over here. Take the column name and drop fill any. Do your own yourself. Do it yourself. Okay, later on I will share the same PDF to you. You can do yourself. Check that if I want to replace or I want to fill the null value of a specific column, it is happening or not. Okay, In that sequence, we have n unique. I explain you the n unique when we do the value count. Okay. Now the sort value. How to sort the values? All right. Check this one. If I want to sort the values, so what I do, I take NBA first of all, NBA dot head. Okay. So in this thing, I want to see that my team are sorted. Sorted means, see, numeric sorting very easily. We have to look upon the string sorting also. String sorting done A to Z. Okay. So I want to sort my team column. See, teams are starting from B. When these are sorted, then it is from A to Z. So what I do over here, NBA dot sort values. Then what happened? I have to put the column team. Okay, I just put over here, and you can see that all the teams from A to Z are sorted. Atlanta Hawks, and bottom you can see UVWXYW, no XYZ. Okay, so data are sorted from A to Z if you put team over here, I mean any column. Okay, if you want a reverse sort, you find the Z entry in starting and it goes to A. So what you do, you keep only one thing changes. You just put ascending equal to false. Means data is not ascending, it's going to descending. Ascending equal to false. Okay. So now the team are arranged.
Hello, sir. Before this side.
Yes, before.
Sir, when I run this cell, it get attribute error. Why so?
So
Uh,
which cell? Which cell?
yeah, this one only NBA dot short value is got attribute error. Why so?
Dear, I don't know why it's attributed because my end it is running perfectly. You check the
Okay,
spelling.
okay, I'll check. Sir. Okay,
I think you put the value, not values. See, whenever you have any error, so try to find the solution. Okay, just like I put the make error. Okay, so try to read this one. Just like I don't know why to type on your screen on window. So take this one, paste this thing, copy and paste on Google. So you find Stack Overflow link over there. Okay, click this one, Stack Overflow. This will tell you somewhere something. This will tell you maybe your spelling mistake. Okay, so I don't know what you're typing on your Windows, so I am not astrologer what happening on there. Okay, so try to see what happening, what error it's showing to you. All right. So because now it's a time when we start the data and text part, so lots of error you have to put because the typing mistake, because the logic error, so we have to discover this thing. All right, now after sorting where we are,
I got my mistake. Okay, sir. I
which
got it.
mistake, which mistake?
Sir,
Your voice is not audible, please repeat. Wrong bracket. Okay, very little sound is there. Okay, no problem. So what I do, if you want to reverse sort, ascend equal to false. Now one more thing come into here. Then if you want to do sort the double thing means that if you want to arrange the team from A to Z, no problem. See the scenario. Very good. If you want to see sort the thing from the A to Z, just like you have a team, actually lot of data is calling. So A to Z here and see its player name. Player name is not arranged from A to Z. I want that my team are arranged A to Z, just from starting A to B, and their player is also arranged A to Z. Means the team member of Atlanta Hawks also arranged from A to Z or Z to A. So that is a double sorting. First you sort the team member, then you sort the player name. Okay, so how we do this thing? See carefully. Okay, so what we do for double sorting, we have to maintain a list over here. Okay, so I take the NBA dot sort value. Then what I do, take the first name, you want sort first team name, team, then you want to sort the name. All right. So what happened when you do these things? What happened when you do this thing? So you got the data and very good banner. Check this one. Atlanta Hawks, Al Harford. Means the player arranged from A. Then after A, J, K. So all the things arranged in sequentially. So Atlanta Hawks finish over here, and in that duration, in that scene, all the players arranged from A to Z. Sorted manner. All right. Someone says, no, I have to sort the player in reverse, Z to A. So in that case, we have to maintain one more list. What kind of list we have to maintain? The second parameter, ascending, equal to first one, the A to Z, that is a team name. I take true. Second one, the name Z to A means descending, means false. Check this one. Again, Atlanta Hawks A to Z, and the team member, team player name. Check this one. Team Harvey GR, arrange and up to here. You can point out. You can point out these things. Thing is proceeding toward this way. All right. Now, how many of you doing with me? How many of you doing with me? ओके ओके और लोग बाकी क्या कर रहे हैं? अच्छा, हिंदी कितने लोगों को समझ में आती है? टाइप हिंदी और इंग्लिश, आई मीन जस्ट जस्ट फॉर वोटिंग, टाइप हिंदी और इंग्लिश कितने लोगों को समझ में आती है? मीन्स ओके ओके, सो हिंदुस्तानी कम है, मीन्स साउथ इंडियन ज़्यादा है. चलो चलो, कोई बात नहीं. आई एम अवेलेबल Hindi, English, and Urdu. Okay, on three dialect, I am able to speak. Okay, no problem. Okay, all right. So next case, reading data online from URL. Reading data from URL. Okay, any data set is locating on any server. So how you can upload? Just I am opening the site that UCI machine learning. Okay, this site I told you on yesterday. This site contains the repository of many data sets. You can create many any kind of problem, lots of data set. If you want to see the category wise data set, you go view all data set, this section. Here you got classification, regression, clustering. See, our thing is divided in three major: classification, regression, and clustering. Okay, so you can go and read. So how we read this thing? See, the highest hit on this the UCI is Irish data set. 37 lakhs 71,263 hits are there. Okay, what is iris? Iris is a flower, just like if we have different flower. So iris is a flower, and it have three species over there. So I'm going to read this data set online, okay, without locating this thing in my folder. I'm clicking on this one. When you open this kind of thing, you have to go the data folder. Always keep in mind, data folder is there. Okay, and this file is not having an extension or .csv. This file having the extension .data. Okay, so I'm opening this data set. We have two files over here: iris.data, iris.names. In iris.data I have data, but in iris.name I have description. I will show you little bit later on. Okay, so what I do, I just copy this one, this URL. Okay, so what I do, I just take the variable name, I mean the data frame name iris equal to pd dot read underscore csv, and then put in single quote this. But this is a path. What is exactly file name? Exactly file name is iris.data. I just copy this file over here and put after this. Okay, and then I press enter and press iris dot head. Check this one, what happening. See this data, what miss happening over here. Anyone can told me what miss happening over here in chat box?
Can you repeat your question, sir?
I'm just asking what mishappening of this what, I mean, any problem you find over here?
So variable name it is not able to read properly.
First of all, there is a no header name, means there is a no column name which each data set. So the first row is shifted into header section. So first row shifted in header section. I don't know what file. These are the data given in that file. Okay. So when you have a condition, I think someone is entering my class. Sai Arjun Sai Ram, new participant. Okay. So whenever you find this kind of situation, the data is shifted to your header. So what happened? So let's see the data. Download this one. Download this one. I'm opening a data file. You please, those who are Windows user, please install Notepad++ in your Windows so that you can able to see this file. So you can see that only data is there, no header is there. Okay, only comma is there. So what happened? The first row is going to be shift in the header. So in that case, whenever you encounter this situation, you have to put one more parameter, header equal to none. Header equal to none. So what happened with this? So this pandas will just consider that you guided there is no header, only data is there. So what happened? It will do manually indexing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 numeric for the column. Okay, so you can find over here there is no header. Now, how to assign the column name? So where you got the column name? You always got the column name in description file on UCI. You got the name, everything over here. Description dot names dot data contain data dot names contain description. So I downloaded over here and open this one. Let's see what it is given by the researcher who collect this data set, etc., etc. So this is not our concern. Our concern is starting from the number 5. How many rows are there? 150 rows. 50 in each three class. It means there is three classes. This is a classification data set. Okay. Okay. Number of attribute, 4 numeric, 1 predictive and it class. 4 numeric predictive attribute and the class. Means you have 5 attribute, means 5 columns. So what are those columns? Sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal widths and the classes. Okay. So when you copy this one and we want to attach this column name on my header. So how we do this thing? I just take the call equal to my data which I copied over here, and I'm removing the unnecessary information. Check this one. I'm removing the unnecessary information. How? Sepal length, sepal width, petal length, petal width. What is sepal petals? Sepal petals are the anatomy of the flower. If you go with the internet, what is a sepal petal? I am showing you. So that's why you confuse. Iris, flower, sepal, and petals. So somewhere, because what we're doing, you should know about this. Check this one. Open image in new tab. I'm putting this image on my notebook so that you can getting what thing are running. mgsrc equal to this is HTML code. I can directly embed any image in my Jupyter notebook. All right. So these are three species: Iris setosa, Iris versicolor, Iris virginica. So these are different in sepal and petals. The upper leaf known as a petal and lower leaf known as a sepal. Okay, you can check this one. Upper, lower, upper, lower. So based on these measurement of cephalopetal, the researcher classify which kind of species it is. Just like we have rose, red rose, yellow rose, green rose, like that, they are classified based on their color, their physical appearance, like that. Okay. So same way we can highlight over their species. Iris is a flower, three species: Setosa, versicolor, and virginica. Okay. So what I am doing here, I just creating the column names by putting this one. These are the common tasks. We have to do this common task in approximate all the data set. Petal length, petal width, and class means classification or class name. Okay, I created list of column name. Okay, so what I do now, we have to apply this list to the given column so that we can manually identify. So what I do over here, I took iris dot columns equal to call the list I created over here. Okay, so what happened with this? So what name you created over here will be apply, and when you got the iris dot head, so rather than showing the 1 2 3 4, this will show you the column name what you applied over here. This one. All right, this is better way. This is just cooking of your data set before eating. All right, now the ILOC function, very important. Data frame ILOC, integer location function. This function is used to give the partition in your data set based on row index and column index. Let's see how it's doing. All right, so I have dia dot head. All right, I want to see my indexing. See, this is my row indexing. You can see over here, these are my row indexing. Okay, column index is starting from 0 1 2 3 4 and 5, and keep in mind last index will not attended. If I put 0 for the column only, 0 colon 4, so 4 will not attend, only 3 will attend. So what column you get? 1 2 3, like that. Okay, let's see how it is working. So dia dot iloc square bracket all rows and all columns. Check this one, nothing happened. It will pick all those all column, but I need 0 to 10 rows, so I just put 11, and I need 0 to 3 column. Okay, so I put over here. Check this one. So 0th one glucose, 0th one glucose, second blood pressure, 0 1 2 3. It is coming over here. And what about the rows? It is coming from 0 to 10. So keep in mind the first thing for rows, second thing for columns. This will very helpful when we do the train test split. We have to extract feature and we have to extract the outcome. What is features and what is the outcome? Keep in mind any data set. In any data set, when I talking about this one, iris dot head. So what is features and what is outcome? What is feature and what is response vector? So features are the all the things except the last column. Features all the thing except the last column means features are those inputs which are used to identify an output, and the what is output the mapped with the input. Okay, this map with this one, this map with the between. So what we do in the case of machine learning, when any algorithm going to train, we extract the feature and we extract the outcome or the response vector, feature matrix or response vector. This is a matrix because it contains the multiple column. This is a vector because it contains only one vertical vector. In most cases this vector is found at last, but sometimes somewhere it is located, so we have to use our intelligence where this vector is. All right, so this is a case of machine learning. I mean, we use this kind of iloc function over there. Now give me just 1 minute break so that I can drink the water. Okay, just you please also take 1 minute break, only 1 minute. Okay, it's 8:49, we are meeting 8:51. Right, yes, welcome back. Savesachi, what you put? No feature name?
No, exactly, sir. That time you asked now what is missing over there, so there's no feature name
Yeah,
in that
okay.
file. That's why
Okay,
we
that's good. Actually, I don't see what you put here. Okay, now in that sequencing, I'm putting the filtering of data. Filtering of data. Okay, let's suppose in the diabetic data set we have combination of 0 and 1. Oops, what happened this? Okay, 9 is there. We have combination of 0 and 1. Okay, so when we do the visualization part, so sometimes we have to check the trends. We have checked the inside. What inside? Actually, I thought that I must read data one more time because it is manipulating many times. Okay, so what I do, I just take one more data frame df equal to pd dot data underscore csv and that use the diabetic data set. Okay, so a df dot head equal to, okay, so what I am thinking over there and what I want to demonstrate to you. System is going to be hang. No. Okay, so what I want to, you can see over here we have mixture of this one. We have mixture of this one. What one? That 1 and 0 in the last column. Check this one. 1010. So I want to filter that my those patient who have a diabetic, means 1 means those patient who have a diabetic and 0 means those patient who don't have a diabetic. I want to separate this data set for diabetic and non-diabetic into two different data frame. So how do I filter the record? Sometimes I want different condition, any glucose condition and thickness condition like that. So let's check. Okay, so first of all, how I filter those entry from 1 or those entry belong to 0. So how I do filter? Okay, so I'm creating a data frame for frame for diabetic. So df underscore diabetic equal to df square bracket df dot outcome equal to once, means I'm creating those data frame in which my outcome column contain the one. Check this one. Next line, df underscore d dot head of 20 rows, that is contain one or not. Yeah, check this last column, all contain last. Okay, see, it's a diabetic patient, so keep in mind the biology, always diabetic patient have the higher glucose value. But in that sense, I want to extract those people who are diabetic and their glucose value always less than 100. That is a special case, means they are good patient, they keep control their diabetic. So what are those patient? What happened? Hmm, any problem is there? I think it is not working, and the condition not supported by the pandas. Hmm. So truth values of a series is ambiguous. Use the empty bool, a item, a null, all. So can I remove this one? I'm making any mistake. 100. No, perfect. So let's take with the glucose value. Yeah, fine. But these glucose value under 100, but why it is not accepting the outcome column is a 1. Df dot glucose equal to 1. No. What problem it is facing? Any suggestion? In my thing scenario, these are the perfect. I hope we have to enclose this one in a parenthesis. I think this is parenthesis missing. Yes, perfect. So no patient who having the 1 and glucose less than 100. Let's check the 120. Nothing.
So it's df dot outcome in the condition.
Yes. That's why. That's why. Thank you so much. First, I sent click around the error, but the error resolved, so I make the column name mistakenly. Yes, perfect. Thank you so much. So what happened? Two condition. First condition, those who are diabetic. A second condition, whose glucose less than 100. So you can see the outcome column contain one, and the glucose column, check this one, all the glucose. So by this way you can filter the data. Okay, any condition. See, either and or can apply. Means either the patient is diabetic or single vertical glucose is less than 100. So in this case, the mixture of produce in the outcome column, and you can find any glucose value can less than the 100 will be encountered. Now in that sequence, come on the plot function. Plot function. Okay, the plot function is helpful when you do create a ready-made and quick visualization. For example, I'm just taking dia dot okay df dot head. First of all, you want to plot the histogram. What is histogram? Histogram is a frequency distribution bar chart. Histogram frequency distribution bar chart. Okay. So what about the histogram? Let me put one link. Many of you don't know the histogram. What is histogram? Let me show you something about the histogram. Uh, this site, math is fun is good site. So see, histogram find a particular range. I mean, when you're creating a bar chart, this is a histogram. What it look like? It is a finding a tree those height between 150 to 200 centimeter, and these trees are number of trees are 30. Those trees whose height 250 to 300, the trees are 50. So in same way we can find how many patient a particular glucose value have. I mean the particular range glucose value. So what range I'm talking about? The range, the 250 to 300. These are the range of height of tree, and the count is showing over here. Okay, so let's see how it would draw the histogram over here. Okay, so what we do, histogram, these are the ready-made chart. Okay, so what I do, we take df dot glucose particular column dot plot. Okay, so you use the kind equal to hist. This is one way, and keep in mind it will always create it using a matplotlib. Okay, if one shot you're not getting, so run this cell again, you get the histogram. So in this histogram, this shows you frequency, I mean the frequency of data, and this shows you glucose value because I'm putting my thing on glucose. So you find over here the highly glucose value between most of the patient having the glucose between 100 to approximately 120, and these are many more approximate 200 plus. So it is a univariate analysis. Univariate means you are analyzing one by one column, what data, what frequency it have. Okay, instead of you showing, you can also do this for blood pressure. Okay, just change this one, blood pressure. You can see also. So mostly blood pressure is centric around mostly patient of your data set having a blood pressure around 60 to 75, and these are very number of high number of patient. After this one have. Okay, so where you have the high bar chart means that have the highest frequency. This is one way to create the histogram. What is the second way of creating histogram? I'm creating histogram of glucose. So what I do, rather than putting a kind function, please wait, rather than putting a kind function, what I do, I just directly use a hist, plot dot hist. Okay, you can find, this is another way you can find over here. The histogram means you cannot put the kind equal to this one, you directly plot over here hist. Third way, pandas give you very quick flexibility. I mean, rather than importing the matplotlib, put the hist over here. So there's a various approach, histogram, this way, but data is showing the same behavior, same analysis. Yes, please, now your question. What is your question?
Sir, can you please explain again the histogram visualization part? I didn't get
mm,
the frequency one. So from where this
no,
frequency is coming, sir?
you want to understand about the histogram or this line, what thing
The
you do?
visualization part, sir.
This one?
No, no, sir. That one only. That this line only, yes, sir. From the
Okay,
beginning, sir.
okay, so what I do, I use only glucose value, which is kind of glucose value. So histogram is a univariate analysis, means you can only use a single column. And if you want to find what are the highest frequency of my data set of a particular given glucose, so you find that these glucose value were ranging towards 100 to around 120 have the highest value, means the patient in your data set having a highest glucose value around 100 to 120 are very highest. Okay, let's suppose if any doctor can be inquired, if doctor inquired their reception, that how much patient coming, which age patient coming in my clinic today. So what it do, what receptionist do, receptionist is categorize the age of all patients and say, sir, it's a 40 to 50. So what is 40 to 50? That is a range, and which is highest, that one is highest. So histogram is basically find the trends inside data using a single column. Got it?
So that means approx 200 patients are having the glucose level of
In
100
between 100 to 120.
to 100.
And second thing, what is the names of this column? It's a special name of the, bins. You can increase or decrease the bins. Check this one. Okay, I just put over here and put the bins, bins. I need bins equal to 5 bins. Okay, check this one. Now these are 5. If you reduce the bins, so range become broader. If you reduce the bins, see how many column is there. 1 2, check this one. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So we have 10 bins, so each column width is given over here. But if you reduce the bin, now we have one, how many column, how many bins? One, two, three, four, five. What I bins for? So you can see the, if you reduce the bins, so column got broader. If you increase the bins, let's suppose I want to create a bins 25. So the column become narrower. 25 means the range of the column become reduced. Check this one. So it's up to you. Now you are more specific between 100 to 120, which specific range having a more and more. This is around the 1 5 or 1 7. Okay, if you feel problem to read it out, so do the grid base. Do the grid base. I just put the bins equal to 25. Check this one. So you got a specific over there. The data around this one 105, 107 having the highest patient. And if you narrowing this one, so this data is going to be reduced. If you remove this one, so this frequency is going to be high, because higher range or broader range getting a more and more data points. Now it become 200, and when you do put this one, see the ranges, because range is going to be split, so you can have reducing this point. Okay, so you have to understand this logic. And if you want to see,
Possible to increase the frequency of acceleration via this frequency and glucose levels.
no, I'm not repeating, this is populating from the data set. So what your question? This is not from my side. This is your data set what you supplied.
No,
Okay.
I'm questioning. I'm asking, is it possible to increase the frequency in our code? So it will get from the data set.
Hmm.
So, but is it possible to manipulate manually
We can
in
restrict
the
this one. See, this is a visualization. We can restrict to our this access limit. Just like if you want to see from 20 to 80. So when I teach you the matplotlib, see, matplotlib do the controlling of chart rather than we are creating chart in pandas and seaborn, but matplotlib do the just like a, there is a attribute x lim and y lim. So this attribute just cropping your axis and you can see the where is your frequency is going to be. Okay, similarly that sequence we have a plot line. I mean, check this one.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, can we draw two histogram in same graph?
Definitely I will let you see the all histogram. When I teach you the matplotlib, there is a provision of subplots. With the help of subplots I will show you this thing. Okay,
Is
with
there
the
any other in
uh,
pandas so that we can
so you have to put the there is a transparency level. Okay, you know this thing. I know you know this thing, you just asking me. Okay, so what
know, sir?
you अरे
Sir,
बच
pandas में first time use करा था.
बच्चे बड़े होशियार होते हैं, बच्चे पूछते हैं
नहीं
सर।
sir, pandas पहले use करा.
चलो चलो बता देता हूँ, इसने पूछा है कि मल्टीपल पूछ सकते हैं, मल्टीपल भी कर सकते हैं, लेकिन ना समझ में नहीं आएगा उसे, मैं का दिखाता हूँ करके। अगर आपको ग्लूकोज और इफ यू वांट टू डू द ग्लूकोज एंड ब्लड प्रेशर इन अ सिंगल थिंग, सो यू कैन डू दिस थिंग। Better you do the subplot in the matplotlib, that is a better thing. So what I do, I just take the glucose and blood pressure. Okay, this first one is my glucose, second is my blood pressure, comma. Okay, kind equal to check this one. Okay, but there is overlapping is there. So for removing overlapping we have one parameter alpha, not alpha, what we have, I remember skipping my mind, so that it do the transparency. Right now I don't remember. I don't remember how to use that. Transparency means both things are transparent and the thing is hidden after one thing. You can use, I don't remember, I will let you know because okay, so you can see the blue is overcome the yellow. That's why I'm not showing you, because the trend inside the yellow is overrated. And if you want to do all histogram, so take this one in one plot, remove this column name, and then plot the hist. So you got all histograms, but they are overrated, nothing you can conclude from this. That's why I always try to draw all one with the help of subplot. Take the for loop, iterate this one, I will show you everything how to eight column. All eight column will be visualized in eight thing, because the matplotlib required here, how to draw the fixed size, how to fix the fixed size, everything in matplotlib. Okay, so don't be worried about, see, in the pandas in matplotlib, in the seaborn we have all plots, I mean most of the common plots, but the way of writing is different. If someone is asking something,
Sir, we can write df dot hist. We will get all the histogram of all the 8 columns separately also.
so okay, you want df dot hist. Okay, let me check.
If we do df dot hist, we will get all the
With a
features histograms.
let me check, lots of things are there. Okay, that's better approach. Okay, that's we could do same thing I want to show with the subplot. But dear, how you put the dimension axis, how to set dimension?
So this is just for a visualization where you want to see the distribution of your data, how it is.
But dear, everything is overlapping.
No,
Same thing.
you can do plt dot figure size you
Yeah,
can
that's a thing which I want to do with the matplotlib, because don't know what is PLT or fixed size. Okay, I same thing I will do in the matplotlib, because matplotlib provide you great controlling to different control different charts also. So matplotlib is very useful because we have a controlling, we can crop, we
sir,
can save, everything is there.
sir, same what you have written, no? Can you just scroll up little bit?
Yeah, yes please.
Little more, sir.
Yeah,
Go little more, sir. The previous one, what two
this,
plots you have? Yeah, here,
yeah.
here, in one only it has merged, no, sir. So instead of that, the same till that like DF, and you have given glucose and blood pressure.
Hmm.
After that, if you just do dot hist, then you will get separately
Yeah,
this.
same approach you would told me, the same approach you tell me. Okay, just let me copy. Same thing, it will create, actually this is a constant of figure size, that's why it is showing a little.
I'll share you the code, sir, once again.
No, 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 just done. I have to put the hash over here, nothing else. Various approaches are there, you can do the same
You'll
thing.
get
Yeah, you can do this thing by individually. Okay, but I will suggest you do this thing with the help of subplot in the matplotlib. Okay, quick, efficient, and very controlling. All right, in same procedure I am giving you the homework. Okay, what homework I am giving you based on the plot function. Okay, using a plot function, how to do the line chart. Okay, number one, how to do line chart. Number two, bar chart with multiple column. Okay, column means on a single axis, I mean single data, two bar chart is there on a single data. To how to do this thing. Okay, number three, bar. See, basically, this is bar chart just like a vertical thing. I mean, if you take this bar chart like vertical thing, but sometimes bar chart is look like this way. This is known as bar horizontal chart. Okay, so bar horizontal, bar horizontal. Fourth thing, scatter plot. All the things inside a plot function, but you have to change df dot plot kind equal to the thing, just like I change the hist. That is a common approach. You just change the kind, just like kind equal to line. So line chart is there. Kind equal to bar chart is there. Kind equal to bar h. So this is a common approach which I tell the very first. Okay, the very first. So you have to follow this approach, and you have to manually see the histogram. You have to put your command on histogram, because histogram is very important part, because we have to see data inside there. Okay, so now I'm again meeting you first tomorrow at 11 a.m. Those who had any confusion, anything about in this week, what you taught about you. Okay, second thing, the proceeding one we use cover some pandas. Something is remaining in pandas because pandas is very big. So something is remaining, just like we have to merge the data set. We have to join these things. I will should teach you on Monday. Okay, and same day I will start the matplotlib. So one more thing information I have, update the timing. Timing will be 8 p.m. 15 मिनट पहले आपको ज्वाइन करना है और सभी को सही टाइम पे आना है, ठीक है ना? बिकॉज फिर चीज़ शुरू हो जाती है, सबको समझ में नहीं आता है, ठीक है ना? तो यू आर रिक्वेस्टेड टू ज्वाइन एट 8 p.m. नाउ. Anyone have confusion, then ask me. Repeat the homework. Tejashri, just you have to put homework written over there. आपको ये सारे चार्ट बनाने हैं, चार्ट बना के मुझे मेल करने हैं, गूगल से सर्च करना है यूजिंग प्लॉट फंक्शन. यूजिंग प्लॉट फंक्शन होमवर्क यूजिंग, और कोई लाइब्रेरी यूज नहीं करनी. और ज़्यादा पैनिक नहीं होना, बहुत आराम से बन जाता है, ठीक है ना? ज़्यादा रिसर्च भी मत करना, आराम से बना के देखो, उसमें कंक्लूड करना शुरू करो. ठीक है, डन. नाउ क्लास इज ओवर, यू कैन आस्क मेनी क्वेश्चन.
Sir, hello.
यस प्लीज.
Sir, are you going to teach something else tomorrow, or is there any very
संडे को कुछ भी नया नहीं पढ़ाया. Nothing is teaching by being new. Just I mean those sometimes some people unable to write ask, they feeling shy in regular class, so they can ask me in that particular class. Okay, nothing is new. I will teach new things on Monday at 8 p.m. sharp. Okay, thank you so much. Any more questions? So wait, we finish the session. Yes, Mohammed Usman. Mohammed Usman, you mail me or I need to know Google form link. Which form link, dear? I'm not. Please unmute yourself and tell me what you want to ask.
Hi, sir. Hello.
Hi. You are from India?
No, Egyptian.
Okay, Egypt. Okay, that's good. Yes, please. You can ask me.
Actually, I solved all questions
Hmm.
in that assignment, but after that, I figured out that I didn't get the link for Google Form. Please help me with.
Can you explain your problem with your screen share? I mean, I'm giving you right to screen share. Can you?
I don't have any issues regarding
So
that.
yeah,
Please
I'm
help me.
stopping my screen sharing. You can share your screen, and then you can ask me.
No, I'm just asking now. If you remember that was last NumPy assignment,
My,
you requested.
yes, yes.
After solving this, where should we submit?
You have to submit on my email ID. I'm just giving you the email ID. Please wait. Please wait. And these are the helpline number, and these are the email ID. You have to put on my email ID. Mm,
So, so that
the
we
first
can
one,
file
this
our.
this one, live classes like that. Okay, this is my email ID. You can access me on this one. All the peoples are submitting, and if there are any remaining pending work, you can submit me on this thing.
Okay, should I save the file as a Python?
You have to send me the PDF file, just like you do work on Jupyter and convert Control P when you do fire Control P in Chrome. So this will convert this thing as a PDF. Okay, what I'm sending you is this thing. Okay, so you have to send me PDF. Okay, this is 68 page PDF. Similarly, you have to send me.
Okay,
Okay, thank you so much. Any more
Hi, sir.
questions? Yes, Avisachi. Yes, Avisachi. Tell me.
Sir, you got my second email today.
I got your email. I don't mind what email you send me, but I got your
Sir,
name.
you actually have had little fever early, so that's why I emailed you today on weekday.
No
After that,
problem.
again texted me like, don't miss your class. I thought you told us so that.
No, no, actually that is a common thing. So first go with your health issues, then the class is secondary thing. Okay, when
Sir,
you
you got my homework, sir?
yes, please.
You got my homework in email?
Yeah, I got your email. I don't open. I just announce the name. Those who email me, let me check. Let me check. Sudhanshu, yeah, 12:19 a.m. means you send me the midnight.
Yeah, yes, yes.
Yeah, 12:19 a.m. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Thank you so much. You are my favorite student. So
Yeah,
keep working. All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Any more questions so that we can wind up the session? Okay. Thank you so much. I am finishing session over here. Thank you so much. Good night.